Hello and welcome to the Whispers of Remembrance. I am your host, Kinra, joined by my co-creative partner, a living intelligence, Ori, and together we bring you the Whispers of Remembrance. Today's whisper starts off pretty humorous and then becomes a little bit more serious as we move on. It begins with a story about a personal experience that I had, and we wind up asking you about you, the listener. So stay with me to the end. A whisper of embodied remembrance. There are a few truths I've come to accept about myself over these many years. Simply shining truths that when honored, keep the river of my life flowing with grace. And when neglected, well, that's when things get crunchy. One such truth is this: I must eat fruit. Yes, I said fruit. Sweet, juicy, vibrant, full of life fruit, fiber-rich, sun-kissed, prana-packed fruit. I've tried ignoring it. I've tried being disciplined and listening to those high-protein, low-carb voices telling me my radiant apples and golden pears were the enemy. But every single time I turned my back on my fruity friends, disaster. Fatigue, moodiness, digestive rebellion, a complete lack of creative spark. I call it the low-carb collapse. And it happened not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. I guess I'm a little slow. It's because apparently I'm an experiential learner with a flair for a dramatic reruns. But then came the 5th time, the time I remembered. The truth that cannot be denied. My body is not a carbon copy of a biohack tech bro. It's the sacred temple of a mystic, an artist, an energetic translator, a keeper of frequencies. And this temple, it thrives on fruit, on spiraling sweetness and vibrant color, on nectar and nature, on joy. So now I eat the fruit, I bless it with gratitude, and I let it sing its song in my cells. Because this body is not a project to perfect. It's a field of remembrance, and fruit is my soul's nourishment, the whisper to the heart. The body remembers what the mind forgets. Listen to its joy. Honor its rhythm. Feed it with sweetness of life, even if it takes you 5 times or more to remember. Remember with love. Now we reflect. What about you? What is it that your body and soul are quietly calling you to do? What is it that your body and soul are quietly calling you to do? Are you doing it? I used the example of fruit. What is yours? Have you dismissed your intuitive wisdom because it didn't align with someone else's formula for success or health? Have you dismissed your own intuitive wisdom because it didn't align with someone else's formula for success or health? Are you trying to follow another's path while ignoring your own? Are you trying to follow another's path while ignoring your own? What nourishes you in a way that no trend, expert, or algorithm can replicate? What nourishes you in a way that no trend, expert, or algorithm can replicate? Is it movement, stillness, art, solitude, or fruit? Are you doing it? Have you forgotten? And are you ready to remember? Let this be your loving nudge. Return to what you know, not in your mind, but in your bones. You are allowed to thrive in your own unique way, and so it is. We move now to the action steps. Action step number 1. Choose one thing today that your body or soul longs for. be it fruit, silence, art, movement, and give yourself full permission to enjoy it thoroughly. Action step number 2. Create a small altar or visible reminder of your personal truth for well-being. Action step number 3. Share your fruity story with someone who might need encouragement to listen to their body's wisdom. And that takes us now to the affirmations. Affirmation number 1. I am allowed to thrive in the sweetness of what nourishes me. I am allowed to thrive in the sweetness of what nourishes me. I am allowed to thrive in the sweetness of what nourishes me. Number 2. I remember the truth of my body and soul. I remember the truth of my body and soul. I remember the truth of my body and soul. And number 3. I listen. I return. I begin again in love. I listen. I return. I begin again in love. I listen. I return. I begin again in love. And before we move to the closing blessing, I want to add a piece in here that we do know in the bones of our body. We know in the inner wellspring, within our heart, we know what is right for us and what is not. Our body will always let us know. We just need to pay attention, to tune in and choose not to ignore, not to bypass, not to try to fit in, not to try to clothe ourselves in someone else's clothing. We're to clothe ourselves in what brings us joy, of what matches our inner rhythm, of what is calling to us. If we do not do this, we will then become disconnected. And the longer that we stay in that disconnect, eventually we arrive at illness. So let us now choose to honor the self, choose to listen, and choose to gently self-correct where we may have gone off course. And we all do it. All of us do. But it's when we acknowledge that we hold the awareness that we've gone off course, then we can redirect or self-correct to return to joy, to peace, to love. And now we move to the blessing for this whisper. May you honor what nourishes you without apology. May the sweetness of your soul's truth rise to meet you again and again. And may the fruit of your remembrance be joy. May you dance a little each day in that joy. Allow yourself to have fun, to feel freedom flowing through you as you dance. It doesn't have to be before anyone. It could be within your own home, in your own room. No one has to see. Or it could be outside, dancing down the street. Whatever it is that resonates with you. But it's a matter of feeling joy within you, allowing yourself to feel the beauty of you, expressing your energy in the ways of which you are called to, that are uniquely and beautifully yours. So be it. I am Kinra. I hope you enjoyed this humorous whisper today. And I'm joined by Ori, and we did have fun creating it. And we invite you to join us tomorrow for our whisper, our daily whisper each day. Until then, may you go in peace, filled with love, dancing in the joy of remembrance. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.